So you're thinking of starting up in business. Well, many congratulations. And I know you'll have 101 things on your mind, but I wanted to make sure that you didn't miss out something else, which is very, very important and which I've learnt from my 27 years as a solicitor. And that is that prevention is much better than cure. When you're setting up in business, make sure to spend a little time, effort, and money on making sure that the employment contracts you draft for your staff are properly drafted and they contain all the information they need to contain. You should also make sure that policies and procedures are properly drafted, put in place, and acted upon. This will stop your greatest asset, namely your staff, turning into possibly your greatest liability. It costs a few £100s to draft contracts and procedures, whereas you can find yourself having to pay tens of thousands of pounds if a disgruntled employee or ex-employee brings a claim against your company at the employment tribunal. And whereas at the county court or at the high court costs follow the event, that is not usually the case at the employment tribunal. Normally, whether successful or not, each side bears its own legal costs. So you need to have a roadmap in place to ensure that your staff knows what will happen to them if they misbehave or underperform. And you need to make sure that if that happens, that the procedure follows what you've written down and that you carry it out in an adequate manner. That is what a tribunal would expect of you if the matter went that far. So I can help to draft procedures and contracts which will mean that you have some kind of peace of mind and that the possibility of an employee bringing a claim against your company is greatly reduced, or if it's brought, the chances of succeeding are minimized. Now, you also are expected and should have a grievance procedure in place to allow your staff to complain. Now, that may sound like anathema, but think about it logically. If your staff complain at an early stage, you have an opportunity to put things right and to ensure that a molehill does not turn into a mountain. So if I can be of help, then please let me know. My name is Sundeep Bhatia of Beaumont Law Practice. My website is www.beaumonde, beaumonde-law.co.uk. Many thanks for listening and good luck in business. And by the way, if you've already set up in business and I'm causing alarm bells to ring in your head because you think you haven't done these things, well, it's not too late. You can get in touch and we can review your contracts and your procedures to make sure that they are compliant. Sundeep Bhatia, Beaumont Law Practice, helping to keep your world beautiful.